you've been involved with a lot?
Just the joy and happiness in other people. Being able to watch our Bills and for 2 this year. Hopefully we can all be in this area when it comes back.
Most definitely. It's all about that crazy crowd. And they are just about ready to get underway. You see the Bills, this 2020 sim roster. So we have updated players, of course, AJ Epinesa, Zach Moss, G-Baby G Davis, and, of course, Tyler Bass. Coach, out of the draft that we've just had, the Bills just had a week and a half ago, I mean, obviously everyone's excited about Epinesa. Who would you see having more of an impact on this offense this year? Zach Moss or Gabriel Davis?
Gabriel Davis is going to be a sleeper this year.
That's your guy. A lot of people don't know. Codes is national down there, holding it down in the Sunshine State.
Yeah. BF, baby. Nice.
So technically, G Davis is a former national champion then, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I guess they were self-crowned national.
All right, and we are just about ready to get underway. No self-crowning in the NFQL. You have to win. You have to take care of business. And that's what these Bills have been doing the last 4 weeks. 4 wins in a row. On the strength of a couple weeks ago, Jerry Hughes, their leader, said that we've got to take accountability. This defense has to get the Bills back to their winning ways. But now the defense is going to have to do it without Jerry Hughes, Dan. He's out 5 weeks with a dislocated elbow. We are kicked off. We are underway against Pittsburgh.
Got to step up, make plays. That's how you keep right?
No doubt. There's going to be some more reps, definitely some more potential opportunity out there for a number of Bills. You see Roethlisberger's numbers on the season. Pretty good year for Big Ben, just about halfway through the season. I think that Steelers fans would be happy if they got that from him, Dan.
Yeah, the interception total at 4. There's nothing to be with big problem.
No doubt. It's been a year of growing pains for Josh Allen. You'll see his stats are a little bit more balanced when it comes to the touchdowns and interceptions. What are you expecting from this matchup, Dan? I mean, obviously, Steelers have been a grinded-out team in this sim. Bills at home, though. Are you expecting a high-pace action compared with the over-under, or are you expecting maybe an under?
I'd like to see the over by us scoring. Possible.
No doubt. We've seen a lot of points scored in recent weeks and also some exciting endings. I mean, who could forget yesterday, Tre'Davious White interception to basically seal the deal. And these Bills, they're fired at home. Again, I love those uniforms, the all whites, the red helmet. Just reminds me personally of the Flutie days, him running around and just making plays.
And you see right there, Micah Hyde last week, or the week. I'm correct.
Defensive player of the week, no doubt you are correct. 11 tackles and a pick 6 earned Micah Hyde that honor. 3rd down here for Pittsburgh. Way too much traffic on that one. Sorry, I just had a motorcycle gun by.
Is right there, Hyde.
Making the play. And I'll tell you what, folks, you can make a play. A chance to enter to win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming. All you have to do, comment who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. It could be Zach Moss. It could be Devin Singletary. It could be Josh Allen on a run. Regardless, the only way and the only thing you have to do to enter is comment. Doesn't hurt your chances to share the stream. Doesn't hurt your chances to retweet as well. But just go ahead and get entered in the comments, and we'll see who is lucky enough to win that Bills' first touchdown.
Josh yesterday ate about a dozen chicken wings. Timed up. He's ready to go, and he's ready to take a bite out of the Steelers.
Oh, no doubt. Ready to take a bite out of the Steelers. And we've seen Josh in this sim a little bit more realistic to real life, Dan. He has been active and has not been hesitant to take off running out of that pocket.
And right there, Singletary's had some bigs too, and they got to keep that boy the ball.
Oh, a lot of the fans on WGR this week in the sim, they were very upset about the lack of balance in the play calling. Daboll said 2 weeks ago he was going to get back to a balanced attack. Bills fans, they're happy with the wins, but they want to see a team be efficient on that offensive side of the ball, DG.
5 yards of carry.
So what do you think? Coming out early, setting the tone with this run game?
Set up the pass play. Well, the field, you can't hit anybody anymore. And sets that right up.
Most definitely. Of course, folks, don't forget to be commenting who you think is going to score that Buffalo Bills first touchdown. Takes nothing to enter, and you could be eating good, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming, a $25 gift certificate to your favorite local restaurant. Allen dropping back on 3rd and 1. A lot of people would be disagreeing with that, but they can't argue with the results. We got a first down courtesy of Smoke. So, Dan, obviously, probably a lot of people tuning into the stream. There hasn't been a lot of appointment television watching lately. Not a lot of live action. Basically, no live action, no live sports. Everyone's pumped about this MJ special coming up in just about a couple hours, DG.
Oh, man, it's taken me back to my childhood. That was 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, all the way through high school.
No doubt
Lots
about
to
it.
catch there.
You see some people experiencing Jordan for the first time, and it's awesome. It's kind of like experiencing the sim action for the first time. I mean, you know where you were when you saw it, and your life would never be the same. Allen rolling left finds Bees Daddy over the middle, and we are over midfield. Dan, it's looking like this drive could pay dividends for the fans who are commenting.
Oh yeah, gotta be in it to win it, people. T-shirt drive, AR, and they're really nice. Feature, and Gratwick's gonna be in updates all season.
You got what we like to call a double dip, Dan. If the Bills score here, not only will we be paying out for the first Bills touchdown, but a T-shirt drive as well. Allen in the shotgun snap, 3 wide receivers right. Stretching
Big
out that
hole.
defense, getting some room for Devin.
Big hole. There you go. Keep the motor running.
Do you think we're going to see the steadiness out of the offensive line that we saw this past year? I mean, it kind of went under the radar. Josh had a great year. Devin had a good year. Frank had a good beginning of the year for sure. First 8 to 10 games. No one's going to argue that. The offensive line, for the first time in a long time, really wasn't a question mark. Of course, as I say that, as Allen gets crushed by T.J. Watt. But do you think we're going to see that steadiness out of them again this year? I mean, Deion Dawkins going into a contract year.
You got Dion going into a contract year. They just played. Feliciano's looking, believed to get paid, if that's correct. Locked him down for day.
Yep. So we got him. So we got Morris locked down for a couple more years. Always good to have a good, steady relationship between the center and the franchise QB. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a big thing of everything they do. When that offensive line is dictating the pace, dictating the tempo up front, I feel like this offense and especially JA-17 can get into a little bit more of a rhythm.
He's got to take that third-year step, though. The timing, now he's just got to start making those. He did well in the intermediate passing. He could just start hitting on. He hits on those long balls or gets the know-how to throw the ball away in a certain situation. It's stacked. Only going to get better for Josh.
Most definitely. It's that age-old argument. Would you rather have your quarterback be a little bit too reckless, or would you rather have your quarterback be a little bit too cautious? And we've had both sides of the coin. We had Tyrod a couple of years ago, and we've got Josh now. I think a lot of fans, just due to the fact of the scoring it takes to win in the NFL, when you see like the Chiefs in their playoff run last year, the scoring and continuous scoring it takes to score in the NFL, you like to see that offense consistently on schedule.
Nobody minded when Brett Favre was throwing the ball over the place, interceptions in that boat.
No doubt. I mean, I think, to be honestly, a huge stigma for Allen last year was his lack of 300-yard games. But when you translate what he offers with his feet, I mean, it's just a huge he's a huge difference maker overall. I think that's what you want out of your QB position once he could lock down that consistency.
And over people. Who is that?
Yeah, leaping. I mean, just the fact that he leaps over, his QB sneaks when he fumbles the ball or he's stopped. I've never seen a QB muscle for a first down like he did multiple times last year. Not just against the Cowboys. People forget on that game, potential game-tying drive against the Patriots at New England, he did it as well.
You want to see a physical quarterback that's going to out there. You don't want to see him start sliding a little more in the open field. I love his grit, his tenacity on and off the field as well, and the things he's doing on the community Buffalo, even during the pandemic, just speaks volume as to his character.
Most definitely. 44-yard line for Ben. He's got an open receiver to the left, and hate to say it, but the Steelers are in business with this drive right now, Dan. The Bills defense has to find an answer.
The crowd's got to get.
Crowd's got to get loud, and Leslie's got to get aggressive. Cannot be letting Ben just sit back there and pick you apart. You got to get him uneasy on those feet. Oh, great play. Oh, I wanted to give Trey White credit, but he did make him stumble in the backfield. Eventually gobbled up in the backfield. Bring up a crucial third down. We need those train horns out. We need these fans getting loud.
Let's see those hearts in the chat if you're following us. What I'm excited to see is he brings to that secondary attitude, the swagger, experience.
Sorry, you said Josh Norman, right? Yeah, because I mean, obviously, I can't wait to see what he brings either. I mean, and it's as big a year as Trey White's ever had. I mean, he's like likely not going to have a new deal going into it, and he's definitely wants to be paid as one of the top CBs in the league.
They got to get that locked up before next year. We might have a holdout in our hand.
Well, we picked up the 5th-year option, but you're right. I mean, the last thing you want is a guy like Tre'Davious White. And just to be clear, I think the very last thing they want is him holding out as well. You look at how big of a piece they've made him of the franchise, not just with the role that he plays on the field. The fact that they sell Trey White Goalie Academy apparel, that should tell you how important he is to the overall One Buffalo organization that they have. 47-yard field goal here for the Steelers. And he knuckles it through. So it's a 3-0 lead for Pittsburgh early, Dan. What would be happening on Twitter right now if this is a real game?
I think people will be a little nervous.
Still too early.
But I think people will be nervous. All passionate.
I still get PTSD during touchbacks because of that play in Houston. Probably going to happen for a little bit.
I'm surprised there's not a rule change with that.
Nick Wild, they would say the Bills are done if it was a real game. Probably. Twitter does not take any long-term vision or anything long-term. It's all about what's happened right then. And yeah, after that drive, I mean, the Bills did get kind of work. Josh Allen and co need to answer back. Setting up the screen, my goodness, he almost got decleated.
Play was over before it started.
2 of 6 to start for Josh Allen. Not good. Not good.
Call for Josh Brown. McCombs.
Oh my gosh, that was such a Madden play where like there was no defender around. He could easily got it if the momentum took him out.
Big boo. There. Gives me a Chris Moore.
Yeah. I mean, the defense hasn't played bad, but I mean, just they were kind of worked over last drive. So I'm looking for Leslie and Sean to get this unit back on track. Shout out everyone in the chat entering. Comment who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. It could be a defensive player, but it could also be an offensive player. You could win a $25 gift card courtesy of Gratwick Gaming. Shout out Nick Wild, Robert Williams tuning in, Donnie Ribeck. Hey, W Marketing Group, shout out to you for tuning in as well. Let's go. Oh, man.
Boy.
Man, miss. Left Micah Hyde grabbing for air there.
Cheese right there. And through holes.
Yeah, there was a bunch of other polls today that came out where, like, well, not polls, but just people ranking, like, the top safeties in the league. And Micah Hyde and Poyer, of course, are getting scorned, getting forgotten about. But that's good. Let them keep sleeping on them. We know what they're doing. We know that the Bills aren't susceptible to deep ball.
Those boys got that chip on their shoulder already, so they got their fork out and they're eating.
Not only do they keep it locked down in front of them, but I mean, well, especially deep balls, but in front of them as well. So they're just cover one has been doing a lot of film on Hyde, especially over the past week, and just some of the plays he makes, some of the communication that him and Poyer have moments before the ball is snapped is crazy.
Oh boy.
In moments, the Steelers are about to have a touchdown.
Ah boy.
That's untouched.
We're a second half.
Definitely a second half team. That is right. W. Marketing Group brings up a great point. The Bills have a kind of a team that you can't Madden sim for. The Josh Allen scramble ability is just simply not something that the Madden, algorithm can appropriately portray. And it's interesting.
Usually they're on point with the AI and artificial intelligence. And geesh, they catch up really quick when you're up by 15.
Oh yeah,
tell you that much.
That way for sure. Steelers take a 10-0 lead, and I'll tell you what, this New Era Field crowd that was raucous, this crowd that was going nuts 100 minutes ago when Pinto Ron was getting ketchup and mustard, is silent, courtesy of Big Ben and this Steelers offense. 10-0. How the heck are we gonna get this back on track, Dan?
Yeah, you got to start working the ball over the middle. Knox is.
Knox is who we got to get involved. I don't even need Diggs. We need to get Knox involved.
The middle, open up the outsides, the run going. Put together. I mean, Dable went back up to the booth. That changes.
Yeah, no, we definitely need Booth Dable. We got Tony McStark chiming in, looking for that Knox TD. Shout out Ricky. It's getting late early on this one. Shotgun, good pocket. I mean, that was the covered receiver. 3 of 8 for Allen right now. 37% completion. What's up, Sean Hibbs? It's a great pocket. Looking deep.
Everything's going deep.
That probably should have been caught.
Intermediate passing. Look at the middle of the field right now.
Yeah, there's not even a player there. I've never seen a complete lack of players in the middle of the field. Oh, no. Okay, he's got it. 35, 40, 50, 40. One of those 2018 Josh Allen runs that's for like 35 yards. Let's go. 34. Let's go. The Bills offense finally had some life. Bills offense finally got off the bus.
Oh, guys, get it in the comments. Tell us who's going to do this touchdown. Take a $25 gift card if no one wants it.
I'm locking in Zach Moss. I think that's who it's going to be. Singletary is going to get us down to the goal line. Moss, the boss, is going to get us across. Make sure you're commenting who you think it's going to be. Pick. Oh, my gosh. What was that, slant? Or was that, what was that?
It was thrown right to 39.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was deflected, though. It happened so quick.
That's just a bad throw.
Yeah,
that's on Josh.
That was like one of those Drew Bledsoe picks that's just like right at a guy.
So only threw interceptions.
So you eating good down in Florida during quarantine? What do you got down there? Got some good.
We got some tips. Chicken when we can find it.
Everyone on the feed knows I've been going Red Baron pizza and chicken.
That's the middle of that's the lunchtime. The weeds are trying to do their homework, and I'm trying to work job number 2, and this is the go-to.
Hey, shout out you for being a role player. Let's go.
The wife.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Kudos to you. Bad RPO read. Okay, I get you on that restream. Great stop by Edmonds. Edmonds in his 3rd year could be the real sleeper on this defense.
Ricky Peterman.
3rd and 9. Let's get the train horns out. They need the 49-yard line for a first down. Little bubble screen. You can't let them have that. Don't tell me they got that.
Didn't get it.
Let's go. I knew it was close.
Coming up on the second quarter. If this drive goes into the second quarter, we're doing, Zach. Putting away some socks.
Yeah. Stand by for socks.
Sharon, start following. go out.
Not an ideal start. Stingers for everybody.
I'd love a sting. He wants to send some finger subs or down here. That would be awesome.
Down by you, isn't that a chicken tender sandwich?
Yeah, sandwich. They don't even know what a chicken tender anything.
Let's go, folks. Let's pile on in. We need a good drive here for these Bills. First quarter closing down, and there's that middle of the field.
Time.
Singletary is very hungry. We are closing down on the final play of the first quarter. It's going to be a Singletary run up the middle. We are going to bring up second and short. Starting at the second quarter, folks, we'll have a double drive. We'll be looking not just for the first Bills touchdown, but make sure you are following codes_socks on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Facebook at CodesSocks, one word. Make sure you are following the Sox, because that's how you get involved in the Sox drive. You can also comment who you think is going to score. You could also share the stream and comment the pages. Those things do not hurt. Those things do not hurt your chances. But we got 2nd and 2 and nobody blocking TJ Watt.
Clean. It's clean off the end. Ford was sleeping.
I think he had an invite to that backfield.
It's coming either way.
You're right, Nick. Only down 10. We need a third down conversion here. The boss, Zach Mouse.
Field set.
Okay, we're in business. Our guy Knox, Dawson's Creek, Fort Knox, getting us that golden first down.
750 receiving yards. Gonna add 1,000 if we won. You ever had a 1,000-yard receiver at tight end?
1,000-yard receiver at tight end. Nope, I don't believe so.
The next Gronk.
Knox could be it. That's what John Brown said this week. He said, "Don't sleep on Dawson Knox." They've been staying true to the run game, though. 6 rushes for Singletary, just a little bit into the second quarter, so he's averaging about 20 carries.
The middle of the field.
Well, that was awkward. TJ Watt's second sack. Some of these D-line just go off against the Bills. It's brutal.
Amazing how it's always one player. Like,
seriously,
it doesn't mix it up.
I have nightmares still.
I guess it happens in real life. If you
2 games in the sim against the Bills, he has 13 sacks.
After chickens long enough, you're gonna quarterback easily.
Okay, we need the 35-yard line here. Did we just draw that? Did we just draw that on 3rd and 14?
There's a run to the locker room right there with 12 minutes.
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go get a water. Be right back.
Gotcha. Let's comment about what you're excited about this. Looking forward to seeing. I think you're going to make it to any games if we all can. Season ticket holder, let's shout you out. What's your name? Big punt. At the 6. Frank Covert, thanks for coming, man. Better late than never. All day to throw. Down, 12 minutes left. Inside handoff. Hey, Andrew, the primetime game schedule coming out this week. To see where they put us. Home game, full primetime game, Hopefully not Thursday.
Oh my gosh, if they have fans, there's no way I'm not going to Vegas, but it's gonna be tough.
I don't know what they're going with that. What I'm hearing is
I think
mid to late October.
If there is fans, there's no way they would know there could be fans until like September at least.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see a later start anyway. Personally, be a mid to late October start for this, depending on how the next month and a half goes. You guys got to get the. Well, there's a lot of stipulations in the last CBA. How long they have to prepare for, how long they have to physically be in the city. So, it's gonna be interesting to see what comes out of this.
Yeah, because they're obviously working to expand the season or whatnot. So the players are getting a lot of concessions in the other direction, aren't they? Like they're basically like requiring less workouts and whatnot, but at the same time mandating that the players have proper time to make sure they get into shape and everything.
I could see them getting rid of 2 of the preseason.
I mean, the preseason games are a waste of time. You needed them back in the day, but you don't need them.
They do. I mean, there's game
Not
situations.
4.
Oh, not 4. I agree wholeheartedly. I've been doing that.
Yeah, I did too. You're right. Take the 2 away. Even if you have a QB dilemma, you can solve a QB dilemma in 2 NFL games.
Solve a QB dilemma.
True.
With the joint practices, everything that they've thrown, all the wrinkles they've thrown into it, and a lot of it's for media coverage. A lot of it's for dress rehearsals from only the players. Remember, on the stadium side of it, have everything's run through, just a pick up and go. Only have 8 weeks. Like a dry run training, everybody involved.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, there's some Uncle Ricos out there they could use probably just to get some reps for these guys.
Football over a mountain, man.
Yeah, seriously.
NFL.
I mean, there's no better way to train and get ready for the NFL season than stopping someone who can put a football over a mountain.
I'm surprised they're not training with him. Be the new Palmer. Rico.
Back. Jason Dayton says red helmet brings back. Brian Covert's bringing in his brother as a Steelers fan, so the steel curtain is coming in imminently, folks. Watch out.
You got a QB named Peterman, all of a QB battle and 2 dives.
Still have a QB battle and 2 throws. I love this comment from Ricky. When dudes were coming back from an offseason of part-time jobs and heaters, preseason was useful. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Back in the day, I mean, it sounds crazy to say, but some of these guys would have other jobs, that were death guys or whatever. I mean, rarely are you seeing nowadays that anybody who's an active member of the NFL roster has any job.
But yeah, I mean, that was gone, I would say, in the mid-90s.
Yeah,
early 90s.
Right? I mean, that's when money started going crazy. That's when millions became billions.
That's when it went from a sport to a business. All the advertising dollars that rolled in. I say it was
Yeah, it's like back in the day, like defensive linemen did not have like 6-packs. Now they do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you see the one kid out? I think drafted 10. He ran a 5.3 40, 100 pounds.
Yeah, no, and he's a unit.
Beast.
That's
If
right.
House Ballard would have ran a 5.5.
Yeah, that is absurd. That amount of kinetic energy.
Just being able to move. Think about pulling him downhill and blocking for someone.
Oh, no. Speaking of blocking downhill, the Bills' defense is getting blocked downhill.
You're on the field for the whole first half.
Pretty much. Pretty much. At least the over-under is entertaining, 47. The spread hasn't been very entertaining so far.
What would you say the live spread is?
Live spread with the Steelers driving right now. I would say it's minus 12.5 or 13.5. That would be the crucial point they would want to go around. Right now, it's probably 13.5 for sure, with a little bit of juice on the Bills side, plus 13.5.
Here's the Robert Williams tweet. Thought it would have came on Facebook. They're going to blow us out.
Killing us on the
Boy.
slants and crossing routes. I mean, there's just no answer. It's like they're catching them in zone defense every time or something. Would you take the Bills plus 13 right now in this game? Right now, right before the second play.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. A third Buffalo Bill brings him down, finally. Somehow Epinesa got half a sack, even though clearly he had nothing to do with it.
The half of a tackle, maybe.
I think it was Eddie O and Epinesa both whiffed on him.
Half a tackle right there.
Yeah, it was absurd. Half a tackle, half a broken tackle, maybe.
Ball come out at the end?
You know what? It's this weird, like, animation, because I've fallen for it a couple times. It's like when they get sacked and the QBs are kind of, like, sassy about it, like they throw it out, like, right when it happens.
That's too close to call there. But don't break.
Yep. Bend but don't break. Basically the whole 2000s Bills defense mantra.
But have our producer over there throw up the sock drive. We're going to get another sock drive to end this.
Okay, we're socking it up. Socks to be you. Folks, if you share this stream, you have a chance to win. And, of course, follow @codes_socks on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Facebook @CodeSocks, one word. You have a chance to win. Bills need a touchdown, though.
Need a couple first downs. Let's string that together. So weather looking like up there, Zach?
Sorry, the weather is decent. It was one of the nicest days we've had so far. Doesn't we get a nice run out of Cole Beasley on the sweep? I think it was around 60 today, I want to say. It was definitely nice and sunny for up here. What about down by you?
80 degrees today, sunny. It's hot, it's humid for the last 3 weeks. This summer is going to be something else. See if they could open up the beach at some.
It's all about those beaches down there, that beach life.
What is he doing, dancing? Go, hurry up.
Yep, you gotta
clock
get
tick.
We got plenty of time with the 3 timeouts, but a lot on the line here, folks. First Bills touchdown could be $25 to your favorite restaurant. That same touchdown could be your favorite pair of stock.
It's
not a very productive play to use a timeout on, fortunately.
that thing from or the middle. Look at the middle again. Two bad plays to use them out. 5 yards. Please. 1 yard.
Allen gets some happy feet, and he may have just ran him out of easy field goal range. You know, they're running on T-Bass. They've missed a bunch of 60-yarders this year.
Yeah, and they better bring this all the way down. All the way down to about 3-4 seconds, I believe, the difference on the cock and game.
Sometimes they're weird about running down the clock. I mean, obviously this should be run down to 1 second.
10.
All right, 58-yard field goal. Short, not even close.
Hey.
Kind of looked like it wasn't even close. I don't want to be hard on him, but right?
I think they landed on the goal line.
Yeah.
Made that look a lot better than it was in the have to go for it, Nick Wild. I agree. They should have went for it.
Yeah, it's like that's the only down thing about this stream is it has not caught up with like the modern day standards of going for it on 4th down, like those 4th and shorts, especially around like between the 40s. Definitely behind on that.
You got to go for it there with seconds left. By 13. Nice if they put that into the. What do they got to do? They got to do to pick this up in the second.
I mean, basically, it's going to take a lot of heart, as Gene Hackman said in the replacements.
Hard at the store, that's for sure.
Boatloads of heart. We're gonna need Shane Falco running out, but really, yeah, it's getting Dawson Knox more involved. It's getting Diggs more involved. I mean, you've done okay with Beasley, done okay with a little bit on Knox getting that going in the right direction, but got to get it all going in the right direction. Then you need your defense to just make one play. Just see your defense to make one play if the offense can get it into motion.
The defense is pretty strong given the situation. Lackluster performance on offense. I'm excited this year to see if we start bringing in some wide receiver screens that hasn't been used. They've done a lot of the little end around oval passes to McKenzie. I'd love to see how they get wait to see how they get the ball and Diggs.
Yeah, oh my God. The way they used Isaiah McKenzie last year was out of a dream. It was every time they did that kind of sweep, it was a very productive play. The least of which, or the most of which, was the Tennessee game. Monster game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he had up the winning touchdown. The field.
Well, this drive is basically going to be a lot of it here. We need some production.
That run going.
It's all about that run game. This offense is going to be full throttle.
Evan in the box, blitz and safety blitz. What's the call on 3rd and 7 here?
3rd and 7. I mean, in real life, you would be running those intermediary routes and everything, getting somebody open quick. It's a little bit different, I guess, in this one.
Just killed on this. And on 3rd and 7. And on 3rd and 7, you better go for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, they're probably going to kick this field goal, though. Hey, what's up? I'm just on the other shirt.
Going for it. My heart. Got him. Hermit. Guy they need to get worked. Still going to be there. TJ Yeldon. Love to have seen him at the end of the season. Big pickup, big play. Hands are back in it. The field. Jason Towell, that was a gutsy play. I screened that up. Oh, interesting goal. Guys, you better get those in. Better get your picks in. Oh. Eden, come on, you're killing me. Is he down? He down. Pittsburgh takes over. What's the time of possession looking?
Oh my God, I don't even want to look at those numbers right now. Time of possession's more brutal than my 8th grade report card. Oh, let's get him at Vanessa. Let's go.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. You don't want to cheer on an injury, but this could be the momentum swing the Bills need in this game.
Allowed to cheer on an injury. Cheer on that. You
the Bills
a real person.
When Rob Johnson got injured against the Patriots. I
Yeah.
to remember that. So I guess you're allowed to cheer injuries if it's your own player.
I know Ben, though. He'll be back.
Got to break that up. Okay. Quick 3 and out. Could be just what the doctor ordered. Could be just what the doctor ordered. And we got the first Bills touchdown still up for grabs, folks. Comment who you think it's going to be with the Bills' first touchdown. Could win a chance for the $25 gift card for your local favorite restaurant.
Let's make it a 3.
A 3-fer?
Let's make it a 3.
Oh my gosh, a t-shirt drive and a stock drive. Folks, if the Bills score on this drive, there are 3 separate giveaways. Make sure you're commenting who you think is going to score that touchdown, sharing the stream, as well as following @codes_socks on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Facebook @CodesSocks.
I'm really hoping we get the Mafia party with guys in the Cold Front Report and Productions. We can all be together again. One roof. We were last year. I had a good time. A good time.
I mean, I had a good time for like 87% of the party for sure. So I personally B plus for me. I know everyone had an A plus. I'm not gonna bring everyone down for my good time. This is about a comeback. Oh, Josh! Oh my God, he makes the miss. He's in the open field 40, down to the 49-yard line. Let's go.
to see them bringing Josh back alive with the run. Feet, threat.
He literally just put 91 in a blender. All right, you get a quick touchdown here, DG, and the Bills are right back in it. We are 51 yards away from pay dirt, 51 yards away from a $25 gift card, a free shirt, a free pair of Codes socks. Who are those? What's going on with those socks? Anything special, Dan?
Yeah, we got some autographed socks. We're gonna some Esker. We have some Robbie Tack, and we B. Johnson. Some other people coming up. But winner's choice to pick. Maybe Tasker and Robbie Tack. Whatever happened to the coffin corner? Whatever happened to corners trying to pull the ball out of bounds at
Okay. Well, this would be like the worst game ever to be at right now. I'm just saying, say it. Oh, get him in the backfield. Let's go. Who is that? Is that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
It's Norman.
No. I'm talking about a QB.
Oh yeah.
you thought I asked if that was our DB, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No, I wasn't following you there. I thought it was Duck Hodges. It was Duck Goose back there.
Yeah, is it Duck? That's why I thought Duck. I didn't think Duck was number 2. But maybe
It's
I'm wrong. All I remember from that night was the Bills winning and Trey White getting 2 interceptions. All day to throw.
Plus 2.
All right, but they'll take it. Another quick 3 and out. The defense is doing its job now, Dan. The defense is doing its job.
They're limiting the big play potential. Looks like they got more of a pass rush ever since. A gift card on the line. And enough people put in their guesses here for who's going to get the touchdown on the next drive. Got some Browns, Singletaries.
Yeah, let's get some guesses in here. Any Zach Mosses out there? I mean, I know we got 100 plus on Facebook right now. Who is going to score this Bills touchdown? Who's going to get the fans back in it? Who's going to give the Bills chefs that delicious meal that they've been working on afternoon? Who's going to give Bills Elvis that one tune he needs to sing all night? Who is going to give Pinto Ron his ketchup and mustard? Let's go.
Quick hit again. I think that's what they were trying to look for on that last interception. That he Lance. Getting him comfortable, getting him in a rhythm. They just cloned J.J. Watt and make him into T.J. Watt when they made this game.
There's that other Watt. Not TJ or JJ. He's not even a J, I believe. I don't think he's like a KJ.
A-list.
I forget his first name, but he's a fullback.
Plays for Pittsburgh too, doesn't he?
I thought he used to play for Pittsburgh, but I think he switched teams.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to have my intern look into it. My Google intern.
Circulating the ball down the field. Guys, get your
You know who
in
it
the
is?
chat.
You got TJ, you got JJ, and you got Derek.
He's deep. It's like naming your dogs Muffy, Muffy, Stuffy, Egg.
That was an amazing pass breakup.
Oh. Right there, you got to go.
Yeah, in real life, you're going for that for sure. I mean, 4th and inches. It was 4th and 1, obviously, maybe not, but chance around midfield to get a first down, you're going to go take your shot on a Josh Allen QB sneak.
That or at least line up. It'd be cool if they put in the line up. It's a design to try and draw off sides instead of you calling a play and going to do it. Sweet.
Wow, big breakup.
I'm looking for a big year out of Eddie O. Looking for Ed Oliver to really step up. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Harrison Phillips when he comes back. Having like a lot of depth on the line.
Oh my gosh, ton of depth on that D-line. They're going to be getting more reps with Hughes out. It's something to be excited about for the real year coming up. I mean, you're hearing whispers about Lorenzo being on call if we need him. Are you kidding me?
Huge late in the season. Need to make a push.
From the locker room.
Especially on the defense. And I'm excited to watch the next steps for Edmonds, too. To see what they do getting him involved in more of the blitz packages. The third quarter, man, down 2 scores. Big turnover here.
Yep. Most definitely. Get those 4s up in the chat. Bills are about to win this 4th quarter and hopefully go to 6-4. But we need to score. We need to get stops first. And that starts with this first down play. Tremaine making a play.
Do a turnover giveaway. Go ahead in the chat and say who ate the turnover for us, and we'll get you out a pair of socks. Way on offense, we'll get defense. There it is.
That's a huge pick by Trey White. He's at the 50, 40, 30, 20. He's going to score, folks. The Bills are on the board. It took nearly 3 quarters, but the Bills finally find the end zone in the form of a pick 6 by Tre'Davious White.
It's huge. Was that one-handed? Then he said, "Get off me." Those hearts up on the Twitter feed. We're not going to give away 1 pair of socks, Zach. 2. Pen, Robert Williams. Go ahead and follow us on Code Socks. Send us a direct message address. We'll get you out the information. We'll get you out the socks. Congratulations, you win. Zach, what's that line now? What's that live? What's the live line now?
Oh, the live line right now, Pittsburgh -3.5, but there's a ton of juice on the Bills side. Like the Bills are -140.
Calm. Points. Ball game. You're right, Brian Covert. Ball game. I don't know who won the Gratwick side of the card. Did we confirm?
To be honest, I didn't see a Trey White in the chat.
I see Cliff had it and Robert Williams had it too. Yeah. Oh, that was for the INT. That was for the interception. That. Scrolling through, I see Ricky guessed Eric Molds. I wish we had Eric Molds. Now, Ben back in there.
Sorry, what?
Ben back in there. He's back.
Yeah, the Bills. My live -3.5 is getting crushed.
Ben walks in. Line's completely different. And goal from the 8.
All right, 3rd and long for this 3rd and goal. Bills will have a shot. Got to make a play here, though. 3rd and goal.
I have a play. Love to see a nice pass rush.
I thought we might have a little pick 6 action there.
All day to
Sheesh. Okay, we need a miss. We need a block field goal here. Let's get loud, New Era Field. Let's get the hearts out in the chat. Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Let's go. Let's get loud.
game. Minutes. I've seen crazier things. Zach, you go no huddle here. This kid the key this year for like this. Gonna give Allen the keys. No huddle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got to be going no huddle here. You cannot be dinking and dunking it down for 2 yards. I mean, I get the sentiment. You want to get rid of it, want to keep the ball moving, but cannot be having negative plays right now.
We'll see that this year on the Bills. They're going to give him a little more leniency on audibling and play calls from the line of scrimmage. Third and 6. That. A new guy in number. Look right number.
Did Beasley just get up celebrating that?
Yeah, he spun it, flipped
The
it.
offense has not scored a point all day. They're supposed to be hurry up, and Cole Beasley's getting his prime time. Classic.
Everybody fired up. Everybody fired up.
Yeah, he's true. He's getting the sideline fired up. And Allen's turning that fired up into a big first down game. Let's go.
Middle of the field all day. Ticking 5-4 left in the.
Second and 10. Allen in the empty set shotgun. I mean, that's where he should be every down right now. That's a productive play as long as it stopped the clock, which it looks like it did. No, it didn't. Dag nabbit. I formation, I hate this.
Big play to John. 2 yards, putting him in the touchdown range, red zone. Who's the red zone today, Zach?
It could be the first time in the Coach Sox red zone. I'm not gonna lie. Sheesh, that's terrible. I'll tell you what, though. Right now, the live minus or plus 3.5 is monster. That's why the live line's amazing.
He's bet the half or the live.
Very clean pocket for Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oh, Hughes. Fans got to come up here. Time to rise up. The hearts and the chat on Twitter. Big stop here. For a reason, Ben not coming back out. there.
All right, we got about 2 to 3 sets of downs to get this stop.
It's not gonna. Just clarification on the prize from earlier. It looks like Gratwick Gaming gave away the $25 gift card on was Cliff. Cliff upon for the winner, $25 gift card. Get us your info. Gratwick Gaming. Me code Sox, and we get you out the information for the $25 gift card. Please remember that Robert and Cliff both also won a pair of Codes autographed socks. So the information to any one of the three of us and get you out your prizes. Big 3rd and 9. 57 left. Big 3rd and 9. Big play. Got to call that timeout. Bills will be getting the ball back. A game-winning drive on our hands. J17 really shines. They're going for it. 4th and 4. Typical Madden.
I can't believe they just got that.
It's typical.
I can't believe they just went for on 4th and 4. The stream is typically so conservative. The sim.
4th and 4, they're going for it.
They're still running it with the Bills with no timeouts. See, like, they'll do weird things. Like, they'll run it and then they'll go, like, victory formation. But instead, here, they're just being stoogey. We get a stop.
Running. Good to see a fumble.
Nope.
Do it.
My goodness. I'll tell you what, the WGR post-game show is going to be lit up with calls about this one, folks. Bills offense doesn't do anything until 50 minutes into the game.
You just need until the last, 5 minutes of the 4th quarter to show up?
Oh, my gosh, yeah, pretty much. And some could argue they didn't even show up then. With that said, I guess the clock will hit zeros. The Bills are going to drop to 5-5 in this 2020 Gratwick Gaming Sim. I think we are going to hit you right back with Game 2 of this doubleheader. So obviously stay tuned, whether you're getting your pizza ready, your wings, anything like that. Let's get ready for Game 2. Let's just put it in our rear view mirror.
Hey, Zach, did you see all the information coming out about Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens? One said about breaking up that team after Super Bowl?
See the stats. Singletary, you need Singletary over 3 yards per carry.
So I saw Owens the other day on Instagram talking to the Philly Inquirer, asking him about Nab's comments about Owen breaking up that Philadelphia Eagles team after their Super Bowl run. Owen said there's going to be a lot coming out about that. Wonder if he's making a documentary.
As folks, as you can see, we are getting ready for Game 2, Gratwick Gaming, gearing us up. And that means another first touchdown codes, and that means another set of giveaways for this Week 12 matchup we have coming up I believe the Bills are going on the road. Tough atmosphere, Arrowhead Stadium.
And it looks like they're drawing up some new plays there. McDermott's trying to figure out what's going on that sideline. Like this is a nice start. That's what they're showing there on the schedule.
Oh, Tyreek out with broken ribs is huge. I mean, hate to celebrate injuries, but takes a little dynamic factor out of that Chiefs offense.
You in the chat, what uniforms you want to see? Something real quick, and we'll get this uniform to what someone in the chat wants. It's 90. We go to thousands. We don't. The classic ones are using now. They're home away. Someone give me something in this chat. Just wanted to do that. We'll set that uniform up to you.
Yep, chat. Let's set that up.
Blue.
Dark blue. That could be good on the road.
Helmet. Let's see if we can get helmet. Thousands away. On blue. We got the blue. Color rush-esque.
And we are getting ready for Game 2 matchup, and I hate to say it, Dan, but my pizza that I ordered in Buffalo is here, so I'm going to have to miss the first 90 seconds of this game.
Good, man. Where'd you order from?
Mr. Pizza.
Mouth is watering right now. What I wouldn't kill for some real. I think I'm going to have to take a drive down to Casa de Pizza in Bradenton. Game, Arrowhead Stadium. They got the fireworks going, ready to go. We got a night game. This is our night game for everyone. And we're not going to Kansas City this year. If we were, it's a tough place to play. And they're coming to us. Really wish we could helmet. What do you think? White helmets or red helmets going forward? What do you want to see the Bills in? Anybody be against red helmets in the comeback? Jason told I agree. The red helmets with the all blue, that looks sharp. That's It's a good look for the Bills. Next year, they're going to do away with that rule. Looking into going away from that rule of the one helmet color team, one helmet player. Love to see this uniform.
Here.
Drew, I agree with you. I'd love to see the red helmets as well. I like the white. It's clean, looks good. Love it if they could throw that in there.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss? The kickoff?
It's the kickoff, my friend.
Oh, sheesh. Well, make sure you're sharing the stream because we have a first touchdown on the line. The Bills are in prime time taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he's having a pretty good season following up that Super Bowl campaign.
You're kind of crazy if you don't pick a defensive player right now.
Yeah, for last game, I mean, I would definitely be looking like Tremaine Edmonds, Trey White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Boyer for sure for that first touchdown. No doubt about it.
On's a pick.
On the pizza, we went pepperoni and we got medium barbecue wings.
About that dual threat on the other side now. Let me ask you this. One receiver we've had in the past 3 years that you would bring back to the Bills in a heartbeat is?
One receiver, you said, or just one player?
One receiver. One wide receiver that we've had in the past 3 years that left. 4 years left. 4 left.
Oh, over the past 4 years, that's kind of tough. I mean, I guess I would say Marquise Goodwin.
Okay. One good choice.
I think he really used a guy who could take the top off the defense. I mean, they got Cole, they got John Brown, Diggs, Diggs can do that as well, but they're a little bit more, intermediate route guys. I mean, I think Goodwin would benefit those guys, especially Knox as well.
I'd like to see Robert Woods come back. Robert Woods would bring a good element to that team. Good possession, receiver, sneak past. That coming, but he's a good possession receiver. That's what we could have used last year.
Robbie Woods we could definitely use.
He would have been a good compliment to John Brown. Still love to know what the conversation was about all of those guys out of Buffalo at around the same. They cannot start strong.
Oh my gosh, just terrible start after terrible start for these guys. No tempo setting on the road whatsoever.
Would have done keys to the game. That would have been the key to the game. Start the car early. Too long to get started.
Oh no, is that a touchdown, Watkins? Oh my gosh, thank goodness he didn't score. Bill's Twitter would have exploded. I would like Lee Evans back too. We really never got to see what Lee Evans could truly do because he never really had a good quarterback. And people say that about, a lot of Bills receivers over the past 15 years. Stevie. But I think Fitz was a great QB for Stevie. Stevie had those quick intermediate routes. Fitz, didn't have a cannon arm, so those two worked well. Kind of like the Chiefs in finding the end zone.
You really need a cannon arm when he was breaking off the lines. A lot of people underestimated.
My favorite thing about Fitz is just how he would throw his arm out on every ball. It was great, whether it was a 5-yard out or a 50-yard bomb.
Head turning to the side and his arm whipping around.
The good old Amish rifle.
He did well down here in Tampa.
He's the most quiet. He tries to make you forget that he's there.
make a lot of people mad, but it's about Brady and Gronk. It'd be nice to sit back and actually watch them as a normal football person.
Okay, Bills offense taking the field for the first time. What are we thinking? 3 and out, lengthy drive, or touchdown? I mean, Josh Allen's numbers are kind of coming together. He had a couple good weeks there.
He's just got to get a little more consistent on the drive, like we said. A couple of drives sputter out. He had a fumble. He had an interception lane.
His interceptions tend to undo about 150 yards of passing. Like, so basically, he'll have games where he has 300 yards passing, 400 yards passing, and they'll have less than 20 points. It's like, who cares? Now, that's what we need to have happen. That's what we were looking for all last game.
Middle. No. I keep him.
Ricky, that's not appropriate. This is a kid's stream.
All that. Catch that? Haynes. I would love it if we got Kansas City at home. You watch the replay of the Dallas Buffalo game from 2006. It was on ESPN.
What happened with it? I'm sorry.
Did you watch the Dallas game they replayed on ESPN?
Oh, I did not watch the replay, no, but I saw everybody getting fired up about it. I mean, it was an awesome game to watch. I've watched the highlights, not to sound like an asshole, but at least like 5 to 10 times. It was Josh Allen's quote-unquote coming out party on national TV.
I meant the other one, the one that we lost in the last seconds. It was last week ago. It was a Monday night game. Winning. Offense did nothing. Edwards was the quarterback. I think we had 2 interceptions for touchdown. Tony looked like I wonder if they're compiling all that information to see what games they were going to put on, basing it off of quarantine numbers, and I'll guarantee you Buffalo's numbers were through.
Oh, Buffalo always does insane numbers in sports. Doesn't matter if we're in it or out of it.
That's the difference about the fans in Buffalo and a lot of other cities, especially down here. Rays don't win a game for 3 years, and then they make the playoffs, and everyone's a Rays fan.
The parking lot looked like the streets of Beirut. Oh my gosh. Wait, which Monday Night Football game are you talking about?
It's the Dallas one, yeah. The Dallas one.
Not the 2 years ago one.
Oh yeah, no, this was 6, I think, maybe 7. Lost that game in the last 20 seconds. Completely shut down Terrell Owens. Big field goal. Yes.
Big boy field goal for T-Bass. And of course he misses it. Looked like he got a high five.
That's why I thought he knocked it through.
That threw me off so much. I thought the score was like delayed, but I guess the guy was just like kind of like chumping him away.
And his feet for that kick. Have stalled out drives. Saw that a lot during the last year. Stall out drives once you get around that 40. that pass rush on the right side there. A Hughes component to big of a loss in your opinion, Zach, was Shaq Lawson, or should I say, who was a bigger loss? Phillips.
Bigger loss between Shaq Lawson and Jordan Phillips? Sorry, was that the question? My bad.
That's what I was asking.
Sorry, it's been like kind of last thing. Okay, I would say just from a personality-wise, from the way I watched the 2018 Bills become the 2019 Bills, I'm going to say Jordan Phillips. He had a huge contribution at the end of the year. Now, I know a lot of the analytics people say that, you know, he wasn't making every down contributions or everything like that. But seriously, the vibe that he just had amongst other players on the team and everything like that, I know it sounds like a bunch of malarkey, and obviously we want results on the field more than anything. But Jordan Phillips, I mean, he just brought a presence that made that team who it was. So I think they're going to miss him a little bit more than Shaq Lawson, despite both having amazing years last year.
You just tell you what, though, I personally think the opposite. Bigger loss is Shaq Lawson. Sure that he on using Q. Oh, we got a fake. Stuffed out. Perfect.
Big time snuff out.
Big. I finished that. I think we're gonna miss Lawson. First, a lot of quarterbacks to step up in the pocket. You can look at Phillips' production, 4 or 5 sacks. Shaq Lawson, quarterback, back up into the pocket. Tule, Phillips, those guys were feeding quarterbacks, but also feasting on quarterbacks that were brought back stomach, back up into the line. If you look at a couple of the games, you go back and check the film, but I know at the Tennessee game, those sacks that Phillips had were so. First down, running from single.
And we are still looking for that first Bills touchdown, folks. Don't forget to comment who you think is going to score the Bills' first touchdown. If they do, you could win a $25 gift card courtesy of Gratwick Gaming to your favorite local restaurant. Who do you think's got it here? I mean, what is it? What are we looking at? Second and long now here?
Kind of long. Yeah, they've just completely abandoned the middle of the field. Just not looking at the field still. Is. And you shall receive. Things happen when you go over the middle. That in the late 80s or 90s, much get killed, but nowadays, the field is a safe zone.
This is a blue-collar drive if there ever was one. They're muscling their way in. I mean, it feels like they've had like 6 plays to get 15 yards.
Outside of the Code Sox red zone.
We are just outside of the Code Sox red zone. That's exactly where you want to be. Want to live in that Code Sox red zone.
I'm okay with them living outside of it and scoring touchdowns. Not the 300-yard guy.
Coming up here late in the first, Bills looking to get on the board and answer back, even up with KC at 7 apiece. Allen took too long to tuck it and run. It was that extra half second to tuck it that crushed him there.
But 3rd and 11, where you get something working. Then you're expecting the middle of the field right now is when you look towards a screenplay or getting your same guy, the first round pick that we traded, involved in the game, can him make a play. News, Zach. Quarter ended. That means this is prime time Sox giveaway. Start the second half.
Primetime Sox giveaway to start the second half. I mean, back-to-back primetime games for these Bills. Or no, was last week a primetime game? I can't remember. It did look dark, but
The middle, Knox trucking.
Down to the one. I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure if he was in, but not yet, folks. We got the shout song on standby. First single at the one. Oh my goodness, that wasn't good.
Have to call a horrible play from the yard line.
No way, first and goal at the goal line, you wouldn't be going either a plunge, I formation, or Josh Allen, not shotgun handoff and let a rushing DE or cornerback crush it, or a DB
guys
like on Matthew.
It's touchdown coming up here. You gotta comment with who's gonna start to win a $25 gift card to any local restaurant in your area. And there it is.
Touchdown,
Jay Alden.
Bills.
Ball game now, 7-7.
Yep, 7-7. Devin Singletary plunges in, and we got ourselves a ball game, and we got ourselves the first touchdown, DG.
We did. If we got anybody that won that $25 gift card. Anybody had Yeldon in the chat. Hey, Micah Hyde. On us under. Absolutely killing the Bills. Killing diming them. Who do you got in the contest, the throwing contest?
Between Mahomes and Allen?
Yeah. Who do you got there?
I mean, I gotta think that Allen has a bigger hand than Mahomes, and I mean, I just think he has a bigger arm. I think that Mahomes might be able to throw it faster, like those balls right there that he just threw on that touchdown pass. But I think that Allen could ultimately throw it a little bit farther.
I love the video of Mike Vick standing still and chucking the birds. Ever seen that clip? Sure. Couldn't wrap up there. Jason Towel. Well, sorry. The t-shirt. Sage Gratwick Productions. Your AR limited via t-shirt. And that t-shirt is available at 20. I believe that a portion of the proceeds are being donated to Harrison Phillips Playmaker Charity. Special needs children. Available at 26shirts.com. Message Atwick Production. Anybody else against Yeldon besides me? So we got a 1st and 10 from the 35. Allen in the shotgun. He takes off. A 1st down and he slid. One likes to see a slide. Oh, second one. Middle of the field. Oh, Foster. Likes that, firing him up on the sideline. Allen's been working the middle of the field a lot now, Zach. Pretty productive last 2 drives.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Drew him off. Encroachment. I'm becoming a wily vet in front of our eyes. Hard counting. I've got to get that makeup call in there, Madden. And 15 after 2 penalties back to back. Oh, 1st down and more. Big play to Dawson Knox. Big play.
Touchdown, Buffalo. Yelled on. Don't get scored on, get yelled on. Gratwick, you still with me or did you lose on that touchdown? It doesn't matter because it's shout song time, baby.
About that, but I had to cut away. What'd I miss? Touchdown?
I got to cue the NFL stop before that happens. But, yep, you missed it. Codes, we found the end zone. It's a 14-14 barn burner on Monday Night Football.
Scored. Oh, he got out of it.
That was an incredible play, plain and simple.
What's up? Throws a dart. Ooh. Big swag there.
Sacked, lunch. Trent Murphy. We haven't heard his name a lot since Epinesa came in.
I don't think we're going to be in his name this year. He's going to be a casualty on that defensive side of the ball. Cap hit would. What's your thoughts on that? Someone we should bring back? Keep. Not bring back. Keep. Somebody that's expendable to the ball now. Brian Covert, I believe it was Yeldon. And right now, yeah, Yeldon has both touchdowns. I agree with you. That was nightmares of Deshaun Watson the day that Mahomes just had when he hit. He was going down for the sack.
About that play. I mean, it was just a great play. I don't think it was a missed tackle. I don't think that, those two missed. I think that Deshaun Watson made a great play.
Oh, yeah, he was a big dude. He's tough to bring down. There's the coffin. That's a good punter. The 5. I know we don't want to talk about the other team. That's a lost art. McAfee say brand.
That was definitely for the brand.
They would have brought these uniforms on Thanksgiving. Would have thrown the red helmet in. That would have made Thanksgiving a lot more more interesting. Besides the win, besides the vibe that was in the ton of Bills fans that were there. Red helmet, jerseys, this uniform would look really sharp. Nate coming up big down here at our own 10. Get rid of it. Chat. To Knox. Pretty realistic. This guy came up with some big catches this year for us. Situation. Window, nice catch.
Half as good in real life as he's been in the past season and a half of this sim. We are in for a hell of a 2020 season for this Bills offense.
Madden's always been kind to the tight ends. Under Jay Ramirez guy. He was even back in the day with Travis Henry running the rock. Oh, he's scrambling right into people. He gets out of it. 61 seconds left in the half. We get the ball to start the second half, correct? Diggs broken up. Third and 10.
That will get open these last 2 to 3 weeks when they've needed him to be that number one.
They're not moving. The clock's not moving. 3 passing downs. 2 outs left, though.
I mean, throwing it out of bounds. Sheesh.
We just took 11 seconds off the clock, and your dangerous offense, the ball, with 50 seconds, timeouts. That's like having 3 in football. Holmes is 11 for 11. 164 and a touchdown. Those underneath passes are killing.
Oh, they're getting dinked and dunked to death.
Come on. Everything's face mask. Ryan Covert, we are live. This is Zach. Are you gonna do any in-home wing reviews coming up?
I mean, I probably got to, right? I mean, I know people have been looking forward to it. We just did Riverworks this past week. We got a couple. This is the thing. We were fortunate. We were actually filming them ahead of time. So we did January and February because you'll see, like, in some of these ones, like, we did one at Dave & Buster's. Obviously not a top wing spot, but, you know, you got to get the full enchilada. You got to get the full perspective of what's out there. So you'll see us at a Dave & Buster's. We got a lot coming up, definitely.
Check out a little place in North Tonawanda called Dwyer's. I've been to Dwyer's, but Dwyer's is a good wing spot. So they're Cajun dry rub.
I've been hearing a lot about. We definitely got to hit them up.
When you go down there, tell them Gambino sent. Greg will take.
I'll do.
You stop across the street at Prosper. Ever heard of Prosper Brewing? And at Brewmaster, up some canal water. Good spot. End zone.
Oh, I was gonna say if they came down with that, that would have been brutal.
15 seconds. Timeout taken. Quickly 2 shots at the end zone here. Timeout.
Tackle him in bounds. Tackle him in bounds. Oh, where is
over the middle?
Watkins wide open. Now he's riding the cowboy.
Ball at that. Did we kick off? I think. Sammy Watkins would be number 2 up my list. Okay, pulled the plug on him.
Wait, who pulled the plug on me?
Said Sammy Watkins, talking earlier about the back in his 4 years. He would be number 2 up.
Oh yeah, I mean, and just to be honest, Sammy Watkins. This sounds like I know what I'm talking about, which is always a ridiculous issue. But hasn't even recognized his full potential still. I mean, he's an absolute burner. He can go up and make jumping grabs, can move left to right as well as any receiver. So, I mean, it's crazy because you see the Chiefs with this amazing offense where you've got all these weapons and everything like that. And Sammy Watkins is like secondary.
I wish we could go back to that receiving core with Allen, Singletary. Oh, trucking people. There you go.
That truck was sick. Oh, and a face mask to boot. So
face mask.
30-plus yard run. Cannot end the half on a defensive penalty, Mr. Gambino.
Go.
Opponent's 36. That's T-Bass territory. That's a big face mask right there.
Good face mask. Undisciplined play. That's selfish football right there. He knows it. That's selfish football. Big kick coming. The upright. Just hit the upright.
I think he did. I think he doinked it. Is that 2 misses
14.
for T-Bass in this game? He'd be getting torn apart. If they knew the Bills took a kicker in the 5th round or in the late part of the draft, and he was missing field goals inside 50. No, the other one wasn't inside 50, was it? Or am I thinking about the one that he kicked to the goal line versus the Steelers?
I think that was the Steelers.
And folks, as you can see, we got a full slate of action. Gratwick showing us some of the matchups on tap. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We got it rocking. We got it rolling. We're about 35 minutes away from the MJ special part 5. And I don't want to spoil it, Dan, but I heard tonight we are getting into the gambling.
Yeah? What are you getting into?
No, I heard that on the Jordan documentary.
Oh, on the Jordan. Oh, yeah. The gambling. I'm excited.
Gambling in his day. Jordan?
Yeah. That guy gambled on everything. He was that much of a competitor. They had to have competition in some way, shape, or form.
I heard he bet the over-under on the time of birth for his second child.
Wouldn't shock me. Ball in the second. Field goal would have been huge. The field. Beasley sighting of the game. It's the Tech Mobile drop, throws it 3 yards. Handoff working.
Game.
Handoff's working now.
Zach Mouse, the mouse. He better be getting more carries in real life than he's been getting in these sims, though. He's been getting at most 3 to 5 carries, I feel like, in a game.
Allen's the new captain. Check down. Everything's getting down. I always hear you talking about the 300-yard thing. I'm not a 300-yard guy. I'll take 240 and 40 yards rushing of the week.
Don't get me. I know it's a sexy stat. It's like a convertible, but like we're in Buffalo, we don't need a convertible. We need a well-powered, economical SUV that's going to get the job done.
Me, my Chevy Silverado. That's all I need. I have to Corvette. Dion.
You know what? I would love to see Dion get some burn in the sim as a passing option. I mean, clearly we've seen the last 2 years. There's nobody more deadly in the Code Sox red zone.
I think he's got the best hand by the red zone. Over the past 2 years, he's got.
I mean, 2 targets, 2 touchdowns. That's all you got to say, right?
Yak's not that good.
Yo, not a yak guy. Sheesh. I mean, I can't even get you started.
You're not going to pick him up in a PPR league or anything.
I know that there's been a lot made around the league about his ability to stir it up, but he's a great guy for your locker room and a crucial part of that offense, for sure.
And the way he's injected himself into a lot of good across the community. Just a positive person and positivity in the locker room. When you're surrounded by a bunch of guys, and at this point, he's basically a vet in that locker room. 2 playoff games under his belt. To see him go for more this year. Our punting's getting there, Jorquez. You're getting there. You got it out at the 12. Went 7 on the last punt. 12 this time. Maybe down on the 1, we can get a little turnover action. But the defense has got in store. Run. Friendly. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 4, tucked inside their own 20.
Gotta make a stop. Gotta get up the field here. Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Did he just put it in Matt Milano's chest?
I catch it.
Oh my goodness, that is
Varsity
gotta be hauled
Blues.
in, man. That has got to be hauled in.
Varsity Blues. Oh, look, it's a ball. I'm going to catch it. Get that away. Stop. Getting the ball back. 8 minutes left.
I have a feeling we're going to get a big return coming up here, and we never do.
That's a boomer of a punt, though.
From the 18 to the 38, so it's a big return. But that was you're right. That was what 60 yards in the air, so basically about a 40-45 yard net. Still solid punt overall, but sheesh, this punting game in Madden is insane. I mean, where are the shanks? How come 1 out of every 20 isn't Shank?
Higher than that.
Yeah, it happens in real life. Shankopotamus.
Man. Down empty set backfield. I like that little pirouette he does before he throws when he's rolling to his left. He does that a lot. It leads to a sack.
I mean, Allen just nothing against trying to fit it into Diggs and Brown when they're in coverage. They're going to challenge.
No, that's coming. That's coming back. Second and 10. They're on late there. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Devin, you want to talk about flat feet? My guy was taking a nap when he caught the ball, Dan.
Behind him.
True. Kind of took his momentum away. Crossing route?
Got him. Up for it. Looking for Joey or Pacey right there. We're looking for Dawson right over the middle. And that inside hand.
Holy smokes. Ravel, while we've been doing this broadcast, because there's been a lot of sports stuff happening. I don't know how much you follow Darren Ravel. He does like a lot of sports business. He just released a prospective photo for what like casinos will be doing and like a poker table potentially for like next month.
Gotta make their
Green pass. Okay, got to third and manageable.
post that. Holy cow. Everyone's still going to be touching the birds. It's a crazy picture. It happens. Does that change anybody coughing on the and touching the cards, Zach?
Well, yeah, but then that's what they said. There's going to be a robot which is going to press your cards up against, and that robot doesn't matter because we have TJ Yeldon in the end zone. Don't distract me again, Dan. Hit the shout song.
Up, good. Bills tie it up. 21. And goes for the hat trick. Touchdowns today. He's a fantasy beast right now for any of you that started him in your FanDuel. And you a week right there.
Seriously. Looking for a day, and he has a week.
Holmes, 18 of 20.
Yeah, 18 to 20, that's pretty good. It's hard to do that in practice.
They keep throwing these little 1 or 2 yard passes.
Yeah, extended handoffs. Bills' defense isn't putting up much of a fight, though. I mean, like, obviously, there's a reason they've been having success with it.
Great Hughes. Pick.
Micah Hyde.
Micah.
Is Micah Hyde the one of the top Code Sox advocates on the current Bills roster?
I really like Mike. Him and through a lot of good foundation. Actually going to be live tomorrow taking questions. They're really good people. They do a lot of good actually still in Iowa, and they do a lot of good still in Green Bay, and they're just really down to earth. I can say that. I saw the sock drive thing up there. We are going to do the sock drive. We're going to get that out there right now. If you're in, all I want you to do is comment that room socks, and that gets you your entry right at the 40-yard line. 30 yards to go here. Paragraph socks. Comment code socks and the chats will be entered a winner. Back to Micah Hyde, touching base on that quick while Allen comes back. Line out, good for 7 yards.
Yeah,
it's going to be
27 to 34. By the way, I know we were talking about Mahomes 18 to 20. 27 to 34 ain't too bad. That's over 70%.
using the middle of the field,
and he's using those legs to get that first down. Now that was a realistic kind of series of events there to me.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, drop back, surveyed, nothing there, ran to pick it up, and he slid. Intermediate gain.
I hope year 3 brings that slide out a lot more than.
Oh, you don't think it will? I mean, I think that when he was a rookie, he was playing to compete, so he never slid at all. You saw him start to slide a couple of times at the end of last year, and I think just the fact that he's a little bit more experienced, game speed, everything like that, you'll see him pick it up for sure.
Now the time to abandon the run? That's the question.
Get those 4s up in the chat, folks. We are in the Code Sox red zone, and not only that, we are on a sock drive.
Alden going to go for 4. It's going to be tuple touchdown game.
Man,
Alden.
I'll tell you what, Twitter would have just thrown up on that call right there. 3rd and 5 against the Chiefs on the road. Oh, buff challenges.
The previous play is under review.
Kind of awkward all the way. Duck the landing.
What do we got? 1st and 10? Let's go. Okay. So now Twitter is okay with the call because it ended up in a 1st down. We got the draw to Yeldon. That's been a red zone fixture today. Singletary getting up. Yeldon and Moss are getting a lot of burn. I formation. Allen takes off. Oh my gosh. He would never run like that out of an I formation. Like, that was so silly, but kind of funny to watch. 3rd and 4. We need inside the 4-yard line, Dan. Who we going to here? Cole? Beasley?
Knox.
Diggs, did he get him down? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Buffalo.
He punts it.
The previous play is
A review.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's in. That's sick. They're just waiting.
I'm holding the
He
right
bobbled it. He bobbled it.
Oh, that right foot. Not
Bobbled
the right
it.
foot. Tell me he got the toe in. Oh, he looks upset.
Up. Touchdown. Over. The over.
Yep, big over. Over bettors can spend the 4th quarter enjoying the rest of this game.
They can bet the live. What's the split right now? Congratulations, Ricky. Ricky, you won the code SOCKS, so go ahead and sub on any platform. Codes _SOCKS on IG. Code SOCKS on Facebook. Send us your information. Get out a pair of socks. Congratulations.
false start offense.
Wonder why Epinesa went with 57. Already 94.
That's a fair question. And I mean, basically everyone, the consensus on him is that he could have been a 1st-round pick.
Is he wearing 57, dude? Here he is. Come into existence. Jay Epinesa with back.
That was not a well-timed sack there, Mr. Gambino.
There it is, that little pirouette that he does whenever he's rolling to left. He does that little spin move. Always ends up in the same ball.
You know who used to be the king of that spin move with the back right shoulder spin was Tony Romo. There would be like a blindside rusher coming. He would just spin.
Not a good series. Good series up by 7. There it is. I just got the end of that on me. The 3. They have a 9 down.
Big 9 minutes for this Bills defense. Bills looking to get back above 500, currently at 5-5 after last week's loss to Pittsburgh.
Big game. Game coming out of this one at 500 at least puts you still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, they'd be a game above 500. I think they'd
Above.
be decent as far as, well, just as far as the way they're trending too. I mean, that would be 5-1 in their last 6. But that's the thing, Dan. They haven't been pretty about doing it in this simulation. It kind of reminds me, actually, of the October-November Bills last year. I don't know if you remember, but the Dolphins game, the Redskins game, people were very upset just because the Bills weren't winning with style. They were, sneaking by those worser teams. It's crazy how much perspective plays into it.
Okay with winning ugly. That doesn't bother me. There's no.
Are you kidding me? As long as nobody gets injured, give me a 1-point victory every week. I'll sign up.
I'd rather have a cushion.
Oh, sure.
I'm okay with the sloppy victory. Win is a win.
True. And there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We are under 7 minutes. Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs team needs a touchdown to tie. They are going over the middle. We are just about, 8:51 Eastern Standard Time. Tick, 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 tick. We're going down. Sugar, we're going down, swinging.
Start tuning. Want to hit your DR? Want to leave the end of this game? DR that Jordan thing. Watch it in real time.
No, just DVR at the start of that Jordan thing. You got to watch the end of this game. This Week 12 Monday Night Football matchup is never going to happen again. We are inside 6 minutes.
100%.
Oh my God, that is 2 out of the last 3 passes, Dan, that could have easily been house call for that Bills secondary.
Yeah, that had pick 6 written all over it. Seven yards. Jared. Big play, big third. Gotta be 4 down territory.
Up, did momentum bring him back? No way, that's the 35. Come on!
Oh, come on.
I am in shock at that spot. He was coming back to the ball.
That was
Yeah, obviously, the ball was coming to him.
it's a rating spot right there.
Yep, 35-yard line. I think we're at just about 5 minutes left, so this is 4 down territory.
Arlo on the stop. Awesome. It's a covered sack. Oh, no. There's the throw the ball away as you're getting hit.
Yep, the classic throw the ball away. It's like weird. You think it's a fumble every time, but instead it's save a horse, ride a cowboy. Eddie-O brings up a 3rd and long with a big sack on Patty Mahomes. Yeah, that's a fumble.
It's a fumble.
Are you serious? It was like he let go of it right as his butt hit the ground then, I guess. I don't know. By the time his shoulder and body was on the ground, that ball was way out. Who's going to make a play here, Dan? I got Mario Addison, number 97, coming off the edge.
Edmonds, man. One make it. Touchdown.
Is that a double coverage? Caught at the 1. Sheesh! Oh my goodness, folks. Tick, 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 tick. We're closing in on 3 minutes to go.
Fortunately, it looks like we're going to need a big game-winning drive here, but we still got a shot here. The 1 on the goal line.
Yeah, let's make a stop.
Good money.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a play!
You make your money, Eddie-O.
Eddie-O just catch a running back from behind at the goal line.
Down the ladder there and said, I got you.
Let's go. Let's make a play, folks. Let's go. Let's make a play,
Here we
folks.
go.
Mario Addison. I was 2 plays early, Dan. I was 2 plays early.
Love it. Good pressure.
By the way, with him on the team now, that my Super Mario shirt is back in business. They always talk about old jerseys, but not old shirts.
Yeah. Replaying anything.
2-minute warning, folks. That's perfect. We're timeout perfect. The Bills can get this stop.
Oh.
Takes the snap, looking to the left. Quick hitter. It's caught, and he's
There
wrapped
you
up.
go.
Wow. What a play. 4th and goal. KC not using a timeout. They're going to try and keep all 3 and go for it. Throws it over the middle. Back of the end zone. Touchdown.
It had a huge game.
Damn, he fit that into a window. That was not an easy throw.
Booth review. Gonna
Did he get
look.
the touchdown?
Take a look. Great touchdown. Play.
And they gave it to him. Okay. 1:40 to go. 100 seconds on the clock. 3 timeouts. Can Josh Allen lead this team to victory on Monday Night Football in a need-to-have-it game against the Kansas City Chiefs? Oh, my gosh. I thought with the delay that extra point was no good.
Jared out. Back in here. In a way, if the Bills score in the game in the 30 seconds, we're going to give away another pair of socks, but you got to retweet the stream. See how many people we can get in here. Let's see if Josh Allen can.
Then efficient. Basically an 80% completion percentage. Okay, we'll take that first down, Dan. 2nd and short. Tick, tick, 77 seconds. Oh my gosh, incomplete. All right, let's see what happens here. 3rd and 1. What are you calling? They're probably going to go draw here, honestly. Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. The turnaround. Oh, he broke.
Bird! And he gets him! And he's finally on down the 45-yard line. Folks, cue the music. Here we go. No huddle. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line. They go no huddle, and then they take a timeout. Very Bills-esque.
Like the
2nd and 6, Dan. They are 1 first down from basically T-Bass range, but going to look for a little bit more. Ooh, not a good play.
use of the
Bring up 3rd and 3. You need this first down because you can't kick a 62-yard field goal with T-Bass. Rolling right, throws across the middle. He's got Beasley well into field goal territory. Tick, tick. We are inside 20 seconds. Bills still with 1 crucial timeout. They'll likely let it run down and then take it. At least I hope so. You never know with the sim. 8, 7, 6. I mean, we're seeing a replay. I don't know. There's no Mike Tirico. There's no Dan Fouts. There's no Dennis Miller to tell me what's going on. There's no Joe Tessitore. Where's Jason Witten? We're taking a timeout here, right? Okay. 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh. What was just? Did you just see that, Dan?
Kansas City just take a timeout?
Yeah, they ran on the field goal team with like 15 seconds left, and we're just like lined up with like 4 seconds to go. They take timeout, Andy Reid. Instead, it'll be a 39-yard field goal. Tyler Bass for a chance to cement himself in Monday Night Football history. The 39-yard field goal is up. And it's good! Tyler Bass wins it for Buffalo at the gun. The Bills win 31-28.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, yeah. Shout.
Hey, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on today. Remember, visit www.codesocks.com to all of your 716 socks. We'll be bringing out some designs this year, so tune to us and Trainwreck Sports, Cold Front Report, and Gratwick Productions, Gratwick Game. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night. Zach, what time tomorrow?
I think we're back at 7 p.m. Gratwick Gaming can confirm. Let me pull up the schedule right now. Shout out to everyone who tuned in, the great stream. And, of course, big shout out to the Code Sox CEO, the head honcho, the Sox Square extraordinaire, Dan Gambino, for joining us. Dan, how was your first full broadcast?
I had a good time. It's a good break from nothing. Dodge. I had a blast. Thank you guys for doing to be a part of it and be a part of the community.
Happy to have you, and hopefully we'll have you on again soon. We were talking about that next matchup. It's not going to be long, folks. It comes up tomorrow, 7 p.m. Of course, the time. It is going to be the Bills hosting the New York Football Jets. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. Because, with Code Sox, Gratwick Gaming, and Trainwreck Sports, this fun and this train